Greetings, my chess friends. I hope you're ready for the king's opposition, a very common chess endgame, and we all need to get this fundamentals very rightfully understood and applied every single time they happen. So, what we need to understand is that either you're the stronger side or the weaker side. You need to gain the opposition because the other guy's king will have to make way, or you're going to draw the game because they're not going to be having access to pushing the pawn successfully at the end. If that's too complicated, what I'm saying for some of you, I'll try to exemplify with the next scenarios. So in this position here, you're going to draw. You don't have to lose. And I hope you won't be losing because you will be applying the opposition technique. So what do you need to do now? There is only one way to draw. Maintain, first thing first, in this position, you need to maintain the king on the file of the past white pass pawn. So you're going to drop the king to d8. And now you're going to get yourself in front of the white king, all right? And if they push the pawn, you're going to get again in front of the pawn, and the other part ways for the pawn, or they're going to be stalemating you, right? So if they would have pushed, you would have just simply go in front of the pawn. Now, you need to deny them access to c6. You're going to play this one here. Wherever possible, stay close to the pass pawn, just right next to them. They don't have access. Fall on the same file, so stay with the king on the same file. Now you do make opposition. One square in between the... Hey, what's this thing? Can I just close this thing? This thing shouldn't be here. Are you serious? I'm recording, for Christ's sake. Okay, I apologize. I don't know what that thing happened. Probably I must have just pressed the combination. So now you're gonna play opposition with the king, black king, on c8, opposing the white king. And now you're gonna get to d8, and they either move away, to which you're gonna capture, or if they play on d6, you're gonna be stalemate. So let's go with the next one. What we need to do is gaining the opposition. So we're gonna play king to e5. You're gonna go over to the other side because you have access and you want to get yourself closer to promoting and supporting this passed pawn. You're going to play yourself opposition. They need to make space, they need to make way. So the whole thing with the opposition is that they will need to make way for you. So now you're going to play, oopsie, you're going to play the king to d7, and you control this square, and this square. There is no way for the black king stopping you from pushing the pawn and promoting. Thank you very much. If you've forgotten the king and queen opposition, you may go to the archive, to the older videos, and I'm sure you're going to find it, my friends. And this one here, in this scenario, the king is already on a 6th rank. And that means doesn't matter who has or who doesn't have the opposition, because you're going to be winning either going F or H. You're going to be pushing successfully this guy. Already you're covering this. You'll be covering this square, and they need to go away. And you're going to get yourself the king, the pawn to the other side, and queening the pawn, and you're going to win. In this one here, you just need to shield the pawn, okay? So you don't want to march already with a pawn, because they're going to be, going forwards, and they're going to be stopping it. So just shield, you don't allow the king. And if I'm correct, yeah, you can also push the pawn and win, because when they play this, you do this, and they do not have access. You're going to be queening anyway. But you could just very well also play in this fashion, or the king to b7. They're not going to make it past the king, and you're controlling already those squares, and queen is coming. That's how you win. This one here, again, it's important that you generate that kind of ending with king and pawn versus king, in which you do have the opposition first. Now, there's no point take, because they're going to take. The game is drawn. You're not going to get this guy. You won't be able to get the king in front of the pawn. And if the pawn goes first and your king behind, they're going to be drawing. So what you need to do is just playing something like king to b6, and you're going to be forcing them to take, and then you're winning opposition. So now the pawn took, you took, but notice, guys, you have the opposition. Therefore, eventually they will have to make way to your king. And again, stay on the same file. You gain the opposition. They all have to go left or right, and you go on the opposite side, and you're going to zigzagging your way up to the very end. And this guy is going to be promoting queen again, queen and king versus king, always winning. Remember technique, or see that older video in our archive, my dear chess friends. So thank you for watching this video. Share it if you feel like to. Probably you've subscribed already to my YouTube channel. If not, would be super cool if you want to do it, if that's useful to any extent. And hopefully, guys, I'm going to see you on the live stream, or maybe you're going to get some notification and you're going to check again on the latest YouTube videos I'm uploading. Thank you and see you soon.